Okay, yeah. Welcome back in this third session, which is going to be the last one of this webinar. And we are going to start as agreed in the second session, because in the second session, we just went through how we can navigate in the model when we need to visualize different items, like when we need to view only columns, you can click. So you first has to, because this is where you have to find these informations, you find them in this panel. So, and the objects, okay, you click on the objects, then you select types, then you can come here. So in actual sense, so this is going to be your number one click. Okay, so this is going to be your number two click, then this is going to be your number three click. Then for you to deactivate the model view, you have to click here. This is your number four click here. So here actually, so you just untick this one, then the whole model will be gone. Then this is going to be your fourth number click. So click on objects, number one. Number two, click on types. Okay, number three, this is where it's located. So, and you click on the untick types. Okay, so I hope this is clear now, how to get the whole model disappear, so that you can have that one only. And now we need to bring it back by clicking on the types again. Okay, so our model is back. So some of the components which we don't need, we can deactivate, like grids, so we can have the clean model. So if we need only for columns, click on the deactivate everything, just click on the columns. So if we need only slabs, just deactivate everything, just click on slabs. So if we need only walls, deactivate everything, then click on walls. If we need only reinforcements, deactivate everything and click on reinforcements. So you can see the reinforcements, it's very well presented. And the good news is that even the overlaps here are captured and considered. Let me zoom so I show you. You can see in this place that the overlaps are actually captured and considered for the quantifications. So as long as you have them in the model, they are also part of your quantities. And I can use the view actually here, then I can view like the front part. So if you view it very well, you can actually see that you can see that this part here and this part here, we have this part here, you can see we have the overlaps here. You can see we have the overlaps indicated on the model for the reinforcement. And if you want to only visualize the beams, okay, so that's the same concept, just deactivate everything, then activate beams, so you can see. And you can also, if you need only other items, just deactivate everything, then click on that item. So that's how it works, and that's how we found in our session number 2 how to really visualize the model. Now we need to go to deep quantification. We need to extract quantities. So we need first to view the model, understand the model, navigate through the model, then you can go ahead and extract. I don't recommend to get the model and start extracting quantities without even understanding the components of the model. Please first understand the components, because you might find the model is having different components, like BIM. In BIM, you might find steel structures and concrete structures. So if you extract the volume without recognizing, you might get the volume of steel structures also part of it. If you have the columns the steel columns and concrete columns, and you just say, okay, model, give me the volume of the columns, you might get the volume of concrete and steel fixed, steel all together. So that's why it's very good to understand first what's the components of the model. Then you can go the BIM quantities extractions from the IFC model after you understand what it contains. Okay, so now we are going to start on reinforcements. How can we get the reinforcements of this project just with few clicks? So we have the model. This is our model, and now we need to get the reinforcements from this model. First, we cannot visualize the reinforcements in the columns, okay, or in the walls. How do we visualize them? Just deactivate everything, then activate the reinforcements. Okay, so that one is clear. Now you can see all reinforcements in our projects. They are now listed here, so very well presented. You can use this view feature to visualize the rebar informations. If I click on this, it will display all informations from here, the diameter, all informations you can see. In the location, it's giving you where it's located. In the classification, there is no information. So properties and locations, that's what contains informations. So if you can click on the right, you can see all of them. And plus in here, you can see in the map where it's located. It's really showing you on the map. That's really nice. So then you can go to defaults just to make sure everything comes back to it initial. What we need is the reinforcements. So after getting this, so you just we are sure that we selected the reinforcements. Then we come to measurements, then we come to weight, okay, then click and selected. Yeah, so after having the reinforcement in this shape, if it's like this, it's not selected in this part, even though it's ticked. So for you to make sure it's ticked, it's the color changed to green. That's when it selects. You see where I'm about to select, the color is changing to green. That means I have to make this model green, then I go use the Takeoff. So I click on this one. Now it's green. That means it's now selected. After the model being selected, I can come to the weight. I first click on the small icon down to check if it's steel, because the density of steel, you can see it. So if it's concrete, I can use, but I need steel, so this is correct. So now you can now go to from selection. So you just, because now you confirm that it is steel which is picked, so you can now go to click here, okay, and after you click here, you are able to get the quantities, okay, because it's now the steel which is selected. Then you come, you select this, then you select from the model. So if you say from selection, so sorry, so if you pick from selection, so it will take time, then it's giving you the tonnage of the reinforcements for the entire project, so 29. Then if you need this in kilograms, you can just come here, then metric system into kilograms. So it can automatically change into kilograms for you. But now this is what it is, and it in the value, this one you need to see it. So let me just show you this one because it's really important. So you can see this one, what we have, the kilogram, and you can see the value where it's written up here. And you remember we used the weight, which is steel. It's mentioned that it's steel, and we have the numbers here. So if we need the tonnage, we've already seen it, that we can just come and pick this. So this is now final confirmed. The tonnage of our project is 29.76 tons of the reinforcements. Now let's go check the concrete works, which is just footings for now. Okay, so to do it, we just let's first clear all these previews. So we remove everything for now here. Okay, then we click on slabs. But when we click on slabs, as you can see, it's selecting even the footing. So we need to open inside, to go inside. Then we can have these footings. So it's from this one. So all the way up to this one. Okay, up to this one. Shift, then click this. So you can see what is selected now. They are all these. Okay, then after this, you just need to come and pick volume, then from selection. So we have 42.7 cubic meter. Then if you see any other slab which is not selected, like this one which is small here, you can make control, then you add it. Okay, so it's also added. You can see on the view, on the map view. Okay, I remind you to have this map view, you need to be in view. Then this is not shown. Now you pick map view. Now this is shown. I remind you, so you can put the map view in the right up corner. Come here, then you can have these positions. So here, okay, you see now it's going there. So that's how you view. Now you can visualize that, and now you can confirm that all the footings are really picked up. So you can cross check again if you missed any, just to cross check. Okay, so you find most of all of them are actually picked. So now you can confirm your footings 54.7 cubic meter of the concrete. So that's now it's sorted. So the next one, we are now going to have a look on the slabs. But before we go to that, I wanted to show you also that if you need to view individual volume, you can come to measurements, then you can click on the multiple selection, this one, then you can keep measurements. So you can see each volume of each footings. So now you can see that they vary. So we have this one which is different, this one different, this one different. So that's how you really do it. So you can now have a look. Then let's say, okay, you need the formwork. Let me show you another trick here. If you need a formwork of this, you can just clear these measurements, or you can use them anywhere. So then for the formwork, you need to be careful because it takes a bit of time. What you need to do is just come here, then you can put this one, its area, then you come to this one. Let me see the view, then defaults, then we can bring it here, okay. So for the formwork, you can just go to measurements, this one, then you keep this one, you can multiple selection, you can see. So you just click on the sides of the bases, and you can be getting the area added up. So but you need first to give it a time, and you can do one by one to add them up so that you don't miss any. I'm just trying to pick any sides just to show you how it will look like when it's combined. So, and you can see wherever you click. If you need to show each area, you just come here and you keep, so it will be showing you each area. Okay, so now we are going to do the concrete for slabs. So we just have to come to top here. We get rid of all the projects, so we just come to this one, then we come to this two of this. Okay, now you see our slabs are selected, and this one is not selected because it's not part of as is the other one we measured in the foundation. So now we have the ground floor, first floor, so second floor and third floor. So now what you can see is that we can get the volume just after selecting them, come to volume, then from selection we can have the total volume. But now let's say when you need to have the individual, so just come to measurements, then this one, then you keep measurements. So you can see that the ground floor, so first floor, so it's distributed, and how each individual volume is distributed. Then if you need the area, you can also do the same. You can come here to the area, so from selection, then it gives you the area, but now you can come here, so just this one, okay, you can now see the total area, but be careful on this one because you can also use this option. Just come here, you can do this so you don't make a mistake. Okay, come here and come here. You see we did all of them. Now we have all our surface area, but remember this is the ground floor. You can remove it by just control and click, so it's out of our total, and we can have the individual like this one. So now individual is taken. So the same process we did, the same process we can do for the beams or columns. So we just do this, okay, just do this, then have the columns. Okay, you can remove all clear measurements to have the columns. So after having the columns, you just come here to this one, just select, you have all of them. If it come like this, because it keep measurements, you can say this one. So the total columns is 58.7. So the same you can do, and here you can see it's really showing you where is every column allocated on this map we have here. So guys, thank you so much for today, and appreciate your time to really have a look on this, and you can do the same practice if you need to have the skills of these methods of quick quantifications and extracting quantities from the BIM files. You can get connected with me for the further trainings, for the architecture, for the MEP. So all of these items and are available with us, so that you can get the hands on the experience. And now if you need beams, just click on the first one, click on the second one. I don't click on these other two because they are metal, so I just do this one and this one. So after selecting them, you can see here how they are selected. Okay, so then you can come here. Some other members might not be selected. We need to find them. Where are they located? They might be in another. Okay, so now this one is the whole model selected. Just unselect the whole model, clear measurements, then come to beams. Okay, all the beams, then remove this. Now we only have our concrete beam only, as you can see. Now we can easily select them. Then come here to volume, then from selection, so 50.32 cubic meter of the concrete. So if you can do the math, you can take the whole concrete that we've calculated, then you get the total, then you take our reinforcements, you divide by the total concrete we calculated, then you can get the ratio of your reinforcement, kilogram per cubic meter of the concrete, and you can have a very low. So if you need to calculate the walls, you can just come here, you click on the projects, so you deactivate everything, you clean the previous measurements, so deactivate everything, then click on the walls. We have our walls for the rift shafts. So then also you can do, just come here to volume, so 22.02 cubic meter. So if you need area, the same methodology you can use, which we used before for the slabs formwork. Okay guys, thank you so much, take care, see you in the next one. As I said previously, if you need further indications and guidelines for the mechanical, electrical, plumbing, for the architecture, for the interior design, please don't hesitate to contact us so we can get in touch and discuss further. Okay, take care.